Hi there, so it finished 6-0 today for us against Lens in the Champions League. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, it was a very well played game for Arsenal. I think that midfield found a consistency with Havertz, because Havertz, even when he doesn't manage to find his consistency, his support on the front side, he managed to contribute in the defensive side. So he's a very consistent player. And Odegaard, in his new role in the team, he played very well. And we don't need to say anything about Jesus and Martinelli and Saka. Those three, when they play together, when there are no injuries, they are phenomenal together. They are phenomenal together, and we've seen it again today. So it was a very nice display. Tomiyasu played very well. I believe he made 2 assists, right? He played very well today. Saliba and Gabriel, Zini, and everyone played beautiful today.
Yeah, it was an outstanding performance. A lot of good goals, and the attacking play this season so far, we've not really clicked.
Yeah.
You mentioned the injuries there, that's played a part, but
yes.
Attacking wise, it's great to see us clicking like that, creating many chances and putting them away.
Yes, because I see a lot of people saying that this season Arsenal doesn't have the same fluidity that they have the last season. But what I think is happening is that Arteta is trying to find a side for Arsenal that is more solid than last year, because everyone saw last year Arsenal kind of melted down at the end of the Premier League run, and Arteta is trying to find a way for that to not happen again. And I think it's not going to happen again, because this time in defense, in midfield, in attack, Arsenal seems, at least to me, a much more solid side, a much more solid team. So I'm putting faith in this team. I believe we're gonna make a long run in the Champions League. I don't know if we're gonna win it, because Manchester City, Real Madrid, many great teams in the Champions League. But I think we are due to make a great run in the Champions League with a solid side, and the Premier League too. We're the top league in the Premier League. So I believe we're going to make a very good season again, better than the last one.
Okay, difficult question this one, so many great performances today, but who would you give your man of the match to?
Oh man, that's difficult. So I believe I'd give it to... Oh, that's a difficult question. I'd give it to Jesus, because Gabriel, he came back from an injury. He played in Brazil, and he had a kind of rough display against Argentina. I'm Brazilian, and I saw the game. But he came back so good with the Arsenal shirt. He came back so good. It didn't seem that he had time off from his injury. He came back just like he picked up where he left from. So it was a very nice match from him, and taking all the circumstances, I think I'm going to give the match to him.
And it's a really important win, because now we've topped the group, so going into that next game we can rest players, which is going to help our situation in the Premier League. And just wanted to ask you your thoughts on us now being back in the Champions League to go and win our group the way we have, very convincingly. Yeah. What's your thoughts?
Yes. It's very important, as you say, because this win, being how it was, gave us the chance to rest players, as we saw Arteta mixing the players in the second time, putting in players who didn't get that many playing time, like Kivior and other players, Jorginho. So it was very nice to see how Arsenal won today, how that gave a chance to rest players, and also how that's going to impact the next games of the group stage of the Champions League, because with the team secured, we securing the top of the group, it's been 5 games, right?
Yes.
5 games. So with the last games, we can basically play with reserves. The last game we can play. Arteta can test new formations, can test new players, can test new schemes. So it is very important to secure a win like that. It's very important to secure an early classification like that, secure an early first place in the group like that. So it's very good. I'm looking forward to the next stage.
Yeah, for sure. And just looking at the Premier League situation now, so we're up at the top spot, number 1 in the league. For us to get to the top, we've not played at our best, and considering all the injuries that we've had, it's really impressive.
Yes, it's really impressive, because, as I said in the beginning, I think that this team, despite doesn't play a football that is such as fluid as the last season, it is more solid, and can be seen on the defense. The defense is the top of the league. The defense is very solid. I think that the players in the defense are beginning to learn how to do their roles properly without leaving much space on the back. Declan Rice was a great addition because I think that's a particular opinion of mine that he's a better player than Partey because the way he covers the defense, the way he can cover the entire defense by himself, it is amazing. It is amazing. So just his presence in the team gives the team goes up another notch in defense. And Gabriel, Saliba, everyone is playing better. Tomiyasu had many problems last season with injuries, right? This season, with him coming back healthy, he's contributed so much to the team. So I think that the defense is gonna be the key, because I think that it was the defense that lost us the Premier League last season, and it's the defense that's gonna win us Premier League or Champions League or anything we win this season.
Okay, obviously long way to go, but just what is your thoughts looking ahead now in terms of the Champions League, Premier League? How far do you think we can go?
Yes, I think we can go all the way. We can go all the way in the Premier League. We did go all the way in the last season, and as I'm saying, the team wasn't that solid. So if we did go all the way in the last season, why cannot we go all the way this season too? And in the Champions League, I know that this is the first time in many years that we are playing the Champions League. I know that many players in the team aren't so used to play the Champions League, but I think that quality prevails overall. Quality prevails over experience, over age, and over anything else. If our team is good, it is good. If it's good, if it plays well, if we have a good manager, then we have all the tools we need to make a good run in the Champions League. Of course, in the late stages, when you have to fight the big guns, we know how it goes. Maybe sometimes lack of experience can show up, but I think that maybe even with all these factors, I think that we can go a far way. I think that we can do better in the Premier League than we did last season. I think that we can make a very good run in the Champions League, and who knows what can happen. We saw last season that Inter Milan, they got to the final because they took a very favorable scheming to the final, right? They took Milan and some favorite teams. Who knows if we take some scheme like that to the final? All can happen.